Application. I want each for each of the other 4 trees. Can you bring out the voice? Perfect. Finding 3 for plumbing and the remaining 3 for auto electrical. 25 of them. So we do 5 symbolic presentations together. The 5 people are from the mixed trade. They just come forward for WC to shake their hands because hello, bye.
Let's go.
Ẹgbẹ́ kí kábíyèsí tó láàrin ẹ̀rọ àfọ́tò yìí.
Ẹ̀yin bá kábíyèsí àfọ́tò. Ẹ pèsèǹtì ẹgbẹ́ ní sókè.
Then àwọn òbí àwọn ọmọ ìwà ń bí.
Ẹ jáde síta díẹ̀. Ẹ jáde síta.
Àdúgbò ìdúgbò ẹ kọ́ bá mi kọ́ orin kan o. Ní gbogbo ọ̀nà ẹ ṣe é. Ní gbogbo ọ̀nà ẹ ṣe é o bàbá. Ní gbogbo ọ̀nà ẹ ṣe é. Làfáàjì ní gbogbo ọ̀nà ẹ ṣe é o. Adúpẹ́ púpọ̀ lọ́wọ́ Làfáàjì o. Adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ìgbogbo lọ́ba tẹ wá bí. Gbogbo èyí tẹ wá sí ìbàyà. Adúpẹ́ gidi lọ́wọ́ ìyàwó òbí àwọn ọmọ yìí. Adúpẹ́ pé ẹ̀jẹ̀ káàdì rẹ̀ ti pa bí àwọn ọmọ nípa wípé afẹ́sàn owó àbí afẹ́ṣe kọ̀ọ̀kan lórí àwọn ọmọ yìí. Ẹ mú ẹrù wa ẹmu fúyẹ́ lórí wọn. Iléeṣẹ́ yóò ní kí ó náà o. Lágbára Ọlọ́run bí tẹ́ ti rí àwọn owó yìí. Ibẹ̀ àgbà náà ní wọbẹ̀ o. Àwọn ọmọ tí yín náà wá rólú oore wọ́n rẹ́ láàánú o. Gbogbo ọ̀nà báyìí gbogbo àyè báyìí òun lọ́nà máa fi gbà yìí. Iléeṣẹ́ yìí ẹ̀ tún lè ṣe báyìí fún wa ní ọdún tó ń bọ̀ o. Àwọn àdúrà ní ọdún tó ń bọ̀ o.
Examples for primary schools, various categories, higher education, 2A, 2B, 2D special, all of them. Courtesy Lafayette Olson.
Okay, I think so. Why? Then you don't give
So our example I need 2A, 2B, 2B special, 2D special. I have no books. And apart from gbogbo nǹkan print jẹ́ 185,985 books. 185,985 books for all the primary schools within Shagam local government. For all primary schools within Shagam local government. And it's free of charge o. Kẹ́ẹ̀bá gbọ́ fún ọlọ́kọ̀ fún ọjọ́ Láfáàjì ilé Láfáàjì àmọ́ sọ 50 naira ìbàdàn owó ọ̀fẹ́ wọ́n o.
On behalf of Lafarge, I do this presentation to these pupils. It's our hope that their education will continue to progress, and they will not disappoint Lafarge for doing this favor to them, the state, and our country, Nigeria. Ẹ kàwé yín dáadáa o, ẹ má dojú ti Lafarge o, ẹ ti gbọ́, Olúwa wà pẹ̀lú wa o. Ọba Tunariwo, Adékìtà, the CEO Lafarge. I greet all the paramount rulers, all our Babas. KBC is seated. You are all welcome to this noble occasion. We thank God for the company, Lafarge, for being in our midst. And to the ministry, they have been doing wonderfully well in this community. From time to time, the ministry used to have interaction with Lafarge, many a times to settle rifts between the company and the community. But we are thankful today that the relationship is growing, and we did not have the cause to witness the situation whereby the community will ask Lafarge to move away from there. What we are witnessing today is a payback. Lafarge is giving back from what they are getting from us back to the community. So we thank you, Lafarge, for doing this wonderful presentation today. It is our prayer that God in His infinite mercy will continue to bless your company. You will continue to go from strength to strength, and we won't have cause to ask you to leave our environment. Thank you so very much. Thank you, sir.
Majesty, sir. The Akadi Bofremo. All other Akadi here present. The Okolu here present. The chairman, Risco. And all other members of Risco. The CEO, Cement. All other members of Lafarge here present. The option being represented, the pupils, the Secretary Hausa, ladies and gentlemen. It is my pleasure to thank Lafarge because this event is an annual event. We want to express our sincere appreciation to Lafarge and Risco members for doing this again. They have done it in the past. They are still doing it. I want to believe that they will still do it. So we want to thank you immensely. I want to pray that your company will continue to grow from strength to strength. Okay. And the Kábíyèsí, will you live long? Ìṣọba, ẹ̀sìn ọba àjòkòpẹ́, ìrùkẹ̀rẹ̀ apẹ́ o. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you. Thank you all. God bless you all.
You're welcome, thank you. I show some of the projects tó wà ń ta. Ẹ̀rí bọ́ ṣe rí tẹ́lẹ̀. Ẹ̀rí kan tí Risco pẹ̀lú Lafarge sanwó-dà. Ayọ̀.
And the chairman of the Monitoring and Implementation Committee, Builder E. Olusokoya, who is unavoidably absent, the Baba Ijo himself. He spoke to me this morning, and I assured him that I will do my best to represent him. I would like to recognize the chairman Risco, who's been the pillar behind the success of the committee, and of course the members of the committee. They are all there. Please be upstanding. Let's see you. I'd like to everybody very quickly through the project. And here we have St. Paul's School 2, Makun. That is the toilet that we are giving to them. That's the initial construction stage when it was almost completed. Now the back end of the toilet, and then of course please let's see the completed toilet before you go away. Thank you very much. That is it. I hope that's the toilet. Yes, Makun toilet. Yes, next please. Now this is the school. Again, that's the condition of the school. When we stepped in, the roof was bad, and now they have removed the roof and the construction is progressing. The Monitoring and Implementation Committee, you can see the chairman there, goes on a regular basis to monitor the progress of work, and that is the completed work for that school. West School earlier, now they're doing the toilets and construction, initial construction sites and all that. And then, of course, we were there again severally to ensure that it is well done. And that is the toilet. You can see the inside of the toilet. That's the completed toilet at Bara. Next, please. Now, St. John's School, Ogijo, has the school and the toilet. That's the toilet constructed. You can see the tanks, and that's the condition of the school initially when we stepped in, and that's the school still in progress, and now it's completed, and that is what it is, completed. Thank you very much. Next, please. St. Francis Nursery and Primary School, Igboshoro. That is the school. Permit me to dwell a little on this Igboshoro. When we got there, we were moved to tears because students, little boys and girls, were seated 7 astride on one bench. And some of us could not believe that Igboshoro had developed that much, having that number of students. And all of us agreed that this year, or rather in the new year, the RISCO through Lafarge Housing would have to give them additional 3 blocks of classroom to make any impact. Now that is the school before. When we got there, the construction, we removed all the roof, everything, and work is progressing, and their benches were brought out, and you can see the roof. We increased the height of the roof, and it's beginning to show off. Now that is the school when we've completed it, and they are overjoyed that they have this, and it will improve the education. Now we also did a few palliative measures on the roads in Shagamu. Sometimes we could not even pass the road, you know, if you know Molaroid, whom Obariwale Road. So Lafarge graciously moved in, brought all the materials, and yes, that's work in progress, and that's what the road is looking like now. Some of us can go home safely, and that is it. They're still moving. They did a gutter to allow for water to pass through without necessarily destroying the road. Now, also in the palliative measure, you will recall, those of us who go to Lagos through Shagamu, you will recall the express junction was deplorable, and the number of accidents that happened there is not measurable. We moved in, and the material was brought from the quarry and placed there, and the work in progress. This was done, and you can see vehicular movement on the repaired road, the express junction, and today there is less accident and it's a lot more safe. St. Columcille, this is where we are, and we're going to have a look at it, but not all of us will be opportune to go there. And this is, now that's the school, the way it is looking when we stepped in. You can see the roof where our children are learning. When the rain comes, they are asked to go home and see the roof. And now construction started. The members of the community came, and yes, work continues. Second, third, that's the initial phase when it was in progress, and now we have that, ladies and gentlemen. Now we also did the public health center in Sabo, and a lot of our people now prefer to go there than even come to Olabisi Onabanjo University, because the facilities and the environment is so very conducive. Now, yes, yeah, thank you very much. Now you can see we've done initially you could not go in. A lot of people would fall down, going down the roof, everything. Now we moved in, we removed the roof, and then the flooring, we did the flooring for the reception, the maternity, everything. That's work in progress, That's what you can see Otumba Kodu on that angle there, looking very seriously at what is going on. Yes, now that's the pharmacy unit when we complete it. That's the pharmacy unit. And that is the health center as it is today. That is the health center as it is today. Thank you very much and have a nice day.
As we are doing that, let me quickly recognize and welcome His Royal Highness Ọba Abdul Wahid Adétayọ̀ Ojúlóyè Adébọ̀dìtàn Bẹ̀lẹ́mì ọ̀bẹ̀wẹ̀ Káàdéèsè olóòtú ọba jẹ́ àtàlékúlé you welcome sir. Then àwọn ọkọ̀ ìlú rẹpẹtẹ ti dé o wọ́n ṣe ń ṣe lẹ́ o náà bá ti pè wọ́n tí wọ́n máa gùn á wá tẹ́rùtẹ́rù bẹ̀mí ìrẹ̀rù ń bẹ́ẹ̀ lẹ́yìn o bóyá. Then we also quickly recognize the Sagamu branch. Chairman won the secretary in the treasurer. So what to let I appreciate the Kojila Faji Sheba Mr. Samusho, Mr. Adesoya, Mr. Delusi, Mr. Adesoye, and the PRO, Mrs. Odetola. I say we thank you very much.
Ajijandi, Agokondi, Malo Jijandi.
Then, after the project as a but tertiary institution, 112 final year students, now we pray la food youth empowerment, empower trade, 25 of them. Man who pray like for Dorasico. Exercise groups, 185,900 copies. No print. In 2B, 2D special, 2D high notebook for primary schools in Shagam Local Government. Then, if I read for somebody, 2 school shape, our local stores, we go on no better. So the Risco will be about to direct any food about teaching. All the one local GRA official. Now to be addressed, that is our idea now with the social mission. So for this year, 460. 460 is for 10 million. So if you multiply by 2, you see what the fact is for this year. Then I show support for the rehabilitation center for the blind people on road to do. The factor has been in trouble. In addition to that, every trouble infrastructure, primary health center trouble. Then 3 bedroom, 3 classrooms need to tell why we're not even know what to wear. We met to Shimon. Then innovation of 3 classrooms at Chetali Primary School in Boshowo. They are in Boshowo, they call it JT4. Inside your year, I is the grandmaster. I call it Eda Palongo, just a yet of the Palongo. Because we go to that place, it's like going to hell. But with that, we were able to do it. The completion of block of 3 classrooms at St. Paul's School 2, Maku. That is the one. Completion of renovation of a block of 3 classrooms at St. John's National Primary School, Dijo, Pẹ̀lú toilet. That is the one. Toilet, the Wesley School, that is the one. Having done all this, I think okay, fún àwọn ilé ẹ̀kọ́ àti youth empowerment. White NECO coaching ní maths àti English and science and commercial subjects to final students in public primary schools. àṣẹ rẹpẹtẹ ìkọ́jẹ́ tó máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ early next year tó máa fi kọ́ tó lọ ṣe WAEC. Then a ti sọ̀rọ̀ dual lockers first a sọ̀rọ̀ exercise gbogbo ẹ̀, so everything is done. Then for health, support for orphans and vulnerable children of people living with HIV and AIDS in Sagamu local government area. Àṣeyẹ provision of health screening center at Legacy Health Center Isaloko and support for children of people with eye defect, cataract. Àṣeyẹ very early in the year. This project ṣe arrangement pé anybody tó bá fẹ́ lọ yẹ ojú ẹ̀wò níbẹ̀ yẹn wọ́n máa take care at a reduced cost to the person. Then we also did public awareness and advocacy seminar on epilepsy disease. Lórí àrùn wárápá, a ṣe ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ lórí ẹ̀ láàrin ìgbà tá a ṣe ètò yìí. Then to capital. Through Lafarge, Risco is presenting a Toyota Hilux vehicle pickup to Sagamu security outfit. Òun náà ló wà ń ta ìjọba ṣe tọ́sí wọ́n máa present ara ìjọba ṣe lọ́dún náà nìyẹn. So, then ní ẹ̀wù lálù Ulu Ṣàkúrà ìbẹ̀lẹ̀ fún ẹlẹ́yìn. Ipoyade, Dr. Sir Michael Adeni Shonariwo, FCA, CON, the Knight of the Wesley, eligible the second, they are carried the primary law, Remoland, to present his message. Wọ́n fẹ́ fi àkókò yìí kí ọmọ wa tó jẹ́ pé òun ló ń ṣe aṣojú àwọn Lafarge. Mo ní máa sọ̀rọ̀ ní èdè tí gbogbo ayé máa gbọ́ torí mo rí pé gbogbo ọ̀hún tó wà bíi ló lè tọ̀nù tó gbogbo wàtàwàtà yẹn ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀. Káàbíyèsí o tó ń dùn mí lọ́kàn ẹ̀sọ̀ yìí. Èyí ní àná ti dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ àwọn Lafarge pé wọ́n ń ṣe ètò wọn. Mo lè fi àkókò ìdúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ọmọ àtúnṣe olóyìnbó torí nígbà tó ti dé kò ṣàì ṣe ẹ̀tọ́ ẹ̀ ó rí pé gbogbo nǹkan ó ń lọ bó ṣe yẹ kó lọ. Èyí tí mo fẹ́ fi yí abẹ́ lẹ́nu ni pé gbogbo ìta ẹ ti ń wí látàárọ̀ ìtẹ́ ń sọ yìí o iṣẹ́ ìjọba ni o iṣẹ́ council ni o gbogbo iléèwé tó bàjẹ́ gbogbo tẹ́lẹ̀tì tó bàjẹ́ gbogbo táyà ọ̀nà tó bàjẹ́ tó ti ṣe iṣẹ́ ìjọba ni o but àdíjọba náà o tó wá yá wa nọ́mbà ọjọ́ wọn bá wọn jẹ́ o tí election bá bọ̀ nìkan la máa ń rí wọn tí election bá dẹ̀ ti lọ́ọ́ parí wọ́n pe chairman local government tẹ̀rí pé kò lè yọjú wá torí ó mà pé wọn ò ṣe nǹkan kan àdè níyé sọ àwa ọba àníyé sọ tó bá wù wọ́n máa sọ nǹkan tó fẹ́ tí lè ṣe lọ́rùn bí ẹran wọn ọ̀tọ̀ wọn lóòótọ́ lẹ́nu irọ́ pọ̀ jù bí tá a bá débẹ̀ tá a bá pè wọ́n á ní ọ̀rẹ́ allocation tó bá lè di parí ìṣèjọba bá ti gbowó wọ́n bá ti pín olúkàlùkù lọ ni ẹ bá dé ọ́fíìsì council ẹ̀ nílé wọn títì bàjẹ́ gbogbo títì Ṣàgámù ló bàjẹ́ wọn ò ṣe kankan hùn àwọn ọmọ gbogbo iléèwé bàjẹ́ wọn ò rí kankan ṣe sí o ọpẹ́lọpẹ́ wípé Lafarge ó come to our aid tẹ́ bá wo percentage nǹkan tí Lafarge ń fún wa pẹ̀lú nǹkan tí àwọn ń gbà ní orúkọ Ṣàgámù àbí local government kò ṣeé kó ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ ọbẹ̀ ni pé níjọba àwọn tó kó wọn bẹ̀ wọ́n ń yọjú wò wọ́n tẹ́ ìbèrè kí ló ń ṣe rí pé gbogbo iṣẹ́ tí wọ́n fi hàn látẹ̀kan bẹ́ẹ̀ ni àwọn tó jókòó lọ́hùn yẹn kò sẹ́ni tó ló dìbò ti táìmù wọn pé nǹkan kékeré yìí wọ́n ṣe wọ́n ń ṣe takuntakun taratara ìgbà mí aago mẹ́sàn-án lálẹ́ lọ́ máa dé wọ́n ṣe o pọ̀sí tó dùn ọ́ mi wọ́n máa ń rán mi létí níjọ́dọ́ ní kí n má lọ jọba àwọn ọ̀dọ́ àjọ wà lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ mọ́kàn tó sọ fún mi wọ́n ní kí ló ń lọ sí láàrin àwọn ẹkùn yẹn mo ń ta lẹ́kùn lóòótọ́ nígbà tí mo dé bí ìyàtọ̀ àtòyàtọ̀ mo ti pinnu lọ́kọ̀ mi pé nǹkan bí nǹkan ká máa bá ń bẹ̀ àjọjọ máa fà ní mo dẹ̀ dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run pé àwọn díẹ̀ náà díẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ wò wọ́n ní díẹ̀ ni wọ́n tó 2% population tí wọ́n ń ṣiṣẹ́ yìí pẹ̀ bá wo owó tí wọ́n múlẹ̀ kí ṣe kówó yẹn pọ̀ but tagbára ti gbọ́ tọkàntọkàn òun ni wọ́n fi ṣe àwọn ni mo wá dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ lẹ́nu torí gbogbo àwọn ọmọ tó lọ lẹ́nu díẹ̀ tó ń fún wọn fi ṣàǹfààní fún wọn